Alrighty, so we're starting off in the basement here today. We ended up having to pull a toilet. Behind this wall, underneath the stairs, there's a main stack and a secondary stack, neither of which have a sanitary tea cleanout. Bare minimum, we'd like them to install a 3-inch sanitary tea cleanout on the main so that maintenance can be done without pulling a toilet. In addition, here at the flange, you could see all sorts of rust and cracking here where water has gotten in at some point in the past and caused some damage. And you can see that this flange is just, it's metal, it's rusted, does not have a lot of time left, so we're going to recommend that this be replaced to ensure that the toilet can be properly secured and that this just doesn't fall apart in the future. So we're going to go ahead and hop in, take a look at what we see in the line, and then we'll make any further recommendations based off of what we see in there. At around 35 feet, we have minor compressions in the bottom of the line. It's pretty consistent with line being improperly filled and having fill material underneath. Typically small rocks. Line was not compromised back there. No signs of stress or intrusions. Now here at 43 feet, you can see at about the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock position on the line, we have a large bundle of roots. PVC is a zero tolerance material, meaning it has no room to let roots in or have any other compromises, unlike something older like clay or concrete. So we're going to go ahead and flag this for repair. We have a major low point beginning at 46. So we're going to go ahead and make our initial repair suggestions at 44 feet back there at the failed joint, and we're going to extend that to the end of this low point. We can see that the low point is holding on to heavy debris and grease. It does not return to proper pitch until about 56 feet. So we're going to recommend 44 to about 56 feet here where this turn is be pulled up and repaired to remove the failed joint and to restore proper flow in the area where the low point is. Alright, here at 109 feet, we see the tie-in for another unit or building here. So we're going to go ahead, this is the HOA main, we're going to go ahead and push out to the tap connection if we can from here. We have a offset at 152 feet that is not leaking. This appears to be caused by a compression from the line settling over time on joints like this, where we have a dramatic and pretty rapid turn downwards. It is not uncommon to see these joints in particular settle and become offset over time. Alrighty, so I am actually unable to push past this minor offset. We are at 152.5 feet. We're just out of push force here, so we're actually going to go ahead and flush some water, see if that helps us get over this joint. If not, we're going to go ahead and pull back, make the repairs, and recommend that the tap be inspected from the cleanouts from the repair. Alrighty, and 155.5, we're going to go ahead and round that up to 156 feet is our HOA main connection. This appears to be aligned properly. We're going to go ahead and see how long it takes for the flow to reach us. After that, we're going to go ahead and pull back, do our locates. Recommend those repairs be done on the outside. Again, to remove the failed joint with the roots and the low point. The toilet flange that is heavily corroded should be replaced. And we would like to see a sanitary tee cleanout installed on the main stack to meet minimum health and safety guidelines, as well to provide proper access to the line for future maintenance. Yes, this is a shared line, but it's always good to have access to the inside of your line, just in case someone flushes something that they shouldn't, and your line might be the best to access it from. So it's always good to have access so that plumbers don't have to come in and pull your toilet every time that something pops up. In addition, there's currently no outside cleanouts for the shared line, so the repairs we're going to recommend are going to install those and help with maintenance in the future. As we can see here, we actually have pretty good flow into the main. We're going to go ahead and pull everything back and do our locates. Alrighty, we've got that located up at 44 feet. That is 5 foot 3 inches deep. And if you go out the basement, out the patio, you'll see the locates and the depths marked. So we've got those external repairs that we're going to recommend. We want this flame replaced to remove the corroded metal connections, and we would like a 3-inch sanitary tee installed on the main. Now, right here is actually our transition point here at 20 feet. We have what looks to be a sanitary tee cleanout on the outside, which is fantastic. That's going to get our main line, and that's going to do a lot of good cleaning for us, but it will not get everything. So once we turn up here, it will stop allowing us to clean the line. So definitely get that access installed so that we can clean all of, so all this can be cleaned. And then once all the repairs are done, have the line re-inspected to verify the repair work.